grasshoppers hear things with their stomach? You think that's true or not true?
Maybe not.
Maybe not. Well, it's true. Although it's not exactly they hear things with their stomach, but that the way they sense vibrations and sound is through something right on their abdomen. Very interesting fact. Guess what we're talking about?
Tornadoes!
Da-da-da-da.
Are we talking about the 1980s?
What? The 19...
80s?
You don't know anything about the 1980s. No, today we're talking about a timely topic for this time, although it was also present in the 1980s. Just people weren't talking about it as much. Talking about climate change or global warming. Learning stuff.
Rizky.
So it's these gases that get trapped in the Earth's upper atmosphere, which are heating up the Earth in this greenhouse-like way. Now, what are these human activities that are causing this to happen?
Fossil fuels.
What about them?
Well, because if they get burnt in a certain way, they will release a gas.
Okay. And what happens with the gas?
It goes up in the atmosphere, but it's trapped by the Earth's atmosphere.
Okay.
So just
yeah. Well, I mean, it can't go out into space, so it has to get stuck somewhere, right? And why do we burn all this stuff?
For like cities and cars and other stuff.
Cities and cars and other stuff. And plants and, the life that we live requires us to burn a lot of energy. And the main energy that we know how to burn is fossil fuels. Now, there are other kinds of fuels that we're trying to develop, like what?
Like water fuel. Or like energy fuel from like water.
Okay, hydropower could be much better. So there are other forms of energy too that we're trying to use. Like what?
Like solar energy.
Solar or?
Nuclear.
Nuclear has its problems,
Yeah.
but some people think that would be a superior form as well, particularly with fusion nuclear coming in. Yes, so, now, we got this problem here of climate change. And what happens when we have climate change? Okay, we know that the polar ice caps melt and the oceans rise. And what are some other bad things that are going to happen from this?
The Earth is going to heat up. It's going to heat up and heat up and heat up and heat up until it burns everything alive.
Heat up and heat up until it burns everything alive.
Not exactly like that.
How did it get so bad?
Well, yeah, it's not going to happen exactly like that. But we're going to have what's called extreme weather. What's extreme weather?
It's like storms and waves of air that are very strong.
Okay. Storms, cyclones, freezing winters, all of these things become more...
Same with I don't know if there could be like a tornado.
Yeah, these are all kind of extreme weather forms which happen as a result of climate change.
And it will happen more frequently.
That's right. And then this will lead to more famine and drought and stuff like that. Famine, you know what that is? Starvation. Drought, you know what that is? No.
Food.
Water.
And water. No food and water.
That's right, which makes a problem for people, right?
Yep.
Because you need that stuff. Right. Okay. Also, with climate change, the problem is sometimes it can get very, very hot in summer. And so people do what? What do you do when it's hot?
You stay inside.
And you?
Drink a lot of cold stuff.
And you turn on the?
Cold freezer, like something.
The freezer something is called the air conditioner.
Air conditioner.
And then that requires energy, so you need to burn more
gas.
And so then
it will get hotter.
Okay, it's called a vicious circle. Do you know what a vicious circle is?
It means like everything that it repeats. a repeating circle.
Ah, repeating circle, right? So, how do we stop this global warming thing?
So we could try to recycle some things and try to use less products. When you're not using electronics, don't use them that frequently.
Mm-hmm. Meat eating also causes is
Yeah,
bad for
we should just eat veggies.
Yeah. How do you think meat eating causes climate change?
The gases from the animal that they produce.
Okay.
Also from the burning meat.
And the meat eating industry requires a lot more energy than plant-based industries. Okay, so this creates more greenhouse gases as well. Okay, so what happens if we don't stop climate change?
Well, if we don't stop the climate change, trees will start burning.
Well, it's not.
And we'll have forest fires.
Yeah. I mean, in as much as forest fires are an extreme weather event, like droughts, freezing winters, increased forest fires, yes. Yeah. I mean, the trees aren't going to start burning because the earth gets so hot, though. You know that, right? It's not that. So some people don't believe that there's climate change.
Yep.
Why do you think they don't believe it?
Because if people start believing that the oil and coal have started this the whole time, then people will stop buying it, and the people who are selling it will not have much money left, so they won't have much money, so people will try to convince people that it never started in the first place.
Slam dunk, boy. Got you. It's kind of like smoking. Remember, there was a time when people smoked because nobody knew that it caused cancer. And the cigarette industry was very interested in people not knowing that cigarettes cause cancer. Right? Because then people would stop smoking cigarettes and it wouldn't make money. So there is that thing. Yes. So some people don't trust science. They don't trust that there is this phenomena happening. And because, it serves their own interests or something. Okay. That's good. That's